Good morning. Happy New Year. Your Excellency and the visitors here present, it is my great pleasure and honor to present to you the 8th State of the Judiciary and Administration of Justice report, which we normally refer to as ZOJA, for the year 2018-2019. This is, Your Excellency, a requirement, a legal requirement under Section 5 of the Judicial Service Act, along with Articles 10 and 159 of the Constitution, that we make a report every year. It's a report in a way that reports to the public what we are doing and the various issues that we have. The report also invites comments, compliments, and critiques from members of the public and the other arms of government, as well as stakeholders, and in short, to requests for an open-minded engagement so that we can know the concerns of the people we serve. So, Your Excellency, this is a report for us to tell the country what we are doing and the challenges even that we are experiencing. I have, Your Excellency, a long speech here, naturally outlining the report, but I want to speak to a few things because, Your Excellency, you indicated to me that you have other urgent engagements to deal with, so that we don't keep you here for a long time. First and foremost, Your Excellency, I want to thank you most sincerely to have found the time to come to this function. I know you were out of the country and you only came yesterday and had an entry, but that you found the time to come, we don't take it for granted. We want to thank you most sincerely for coming. And as the Chief Registrar said, this is the third time running that you have come to our functions, and we want to thank you most sincerely for coming. Your Excellency, as I said, I want to speak to a few things. When I had a press conference last December, I raised a few issues that some of which have been misunderstood. I saw even from the social media, some are saying the judiciary and the executive and the other arms of government are at loggerheads. That's not correct. As you know, Your Excellency, that's not correct. I have a role to play. Your Excellency has a huge mandate to play. In the course of this discharging our mandate, a few things arise. And there can be a few disagreements here and there. I am one person, Your Excellency, who respects authority. I respect authority. I would be the last person to stand and appear like nakusomea. I would be the last person to stand and even try to talk to the Deputy President or the Right Honorable Prime Minister. Why do I say so, Your Excellency? Mimi si rika yako. Mimi si rika yao wengine. You play from a different league. You play from a senior league. Mine is on a lower level. My league is with the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly and the Honorable Speaker of the Senate. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. And from there, the other officials of government are below us. That's how I understand the what? The pecking order. So with that, we have to have mutual respect for each other, recognizing each other's position. As I said, I cannot even attempt to try and stand up to ridicule the president. The president is not only the chief of the executive, he is our head of state. He is the commander-in-chief of our armed forces. He is the unifying factor in this country. That has to be recognized, and I recognize that, Your Excellency. As I said, with the other officers of state, each should know where he is, and so that we have mutual respect and work with each other. I'm not going to back orders as the chief registrar because she's junior to me. I must respect her position and give her respect that she requires, and then we proceed on. So that, Your Excellency, you understand where I was coming from. Your Excellency, I ran an institution which is like a hospital. I wish you would disguise, but you know you can't disguise yourself. If you were and you came to, you go to Kibera, you go to Makadara and other courts, you will see pain in the faces of some people. Some of them extremely poor. So that when somebody comes and he has been given his day in court and his case is not heard, it creates a lot of pain. So, Your Excellency, in our plan, we have judges and magistrates who have been given responsibilities and the cases they are discharging. We are trying to do our very, very best. We are trying to do our very, very best. And when those cases are disrupted, especially abruptly, it creates pain not only to the litigants, but even to our own judges and magistrates, because they have no explanation to give to the accused persons, to the litigants who come before them. So, Your Excellency, in last December, November, we have abrupt budget cuts, which brought some of the functions of the judiciary to a ground them to a halt. We discussed in the judiciary leadership, and I tried to reach the relevant officials. I make calls, Your Excellency, and the calls are not responded to. You see where I'm coming from. We are stuck. We can't, there's nobody here. We have not been told why this. We have not even been requested to say, please, okay, if you must do cuts, because we understand, we live in this country. If you must do some cuts, don't touch this. This is extremely crucial. Then we have those kind of challenges. I am, as I said, Your Excellency, I'm one person who respects authority. I respect even those who are junior to me. I expect mutual respect to come so that we can continue working. Your Excellency, our major problem, as the Chief Registrar said, are finances. We have huge backlogs. I gave a promise to the country that we were going to clear backlogs which are in cases which are more than 5 years old. With the funding that we had, Your Excellency, in about a year, we clear from a backlog of 170,000 cases. We brought them down to only 38,000. Then we had plans to continue tackling those cases of 5 years and above as we deal with the current ones. Then the budget cuts comes and we are ground to a halt. The second thing, Your Excellency, is that during this year that we are reporting, we had a backlog, and the backlog here I'm referring to cases which are more than 1 year, of 341,156, compared with the previous year when they were 372. We reduced them by 9% and brought them down, and we did quite well. Then, as we stand now, during this period, we resolved a total of 469,356. All the courts put together, we cleared those cases in 1 year. In compliance with Article 159 of the Constitution, which requires us to engage or promote alternative dispute mechanisms, Your Excellency, we have employed what we call court-annexed mediation. These are cases where we take, especially the succession cases and the commercial cases, and bring the parties together. Tell them, look, talk. Your brothers, talk. And because as a result of that, we have referred about 3,000 cases to mediation, and about 1,900 of those are already been processed. I'm happy to report, Your Excellency, that during the year in review, we were able to resolve cases through court-annexed mediation and release to the economy 7.2 billion shillings, which was held in litigation.